Hey, here is a quick video on how to create templates in Docusign. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to rooms.docusign.com and it's going to open up to your dashboard once you log in. Once you get to this point, you're going to click on My Docs and then you're going to click on Form Templates. Now, if you've not created templates yet, there is going to be nothing in here. What you see here are templates that I've created for either myself or for classes that I've done. So if yours is empty, don't freak out. So the next step is we're going to create form template. And we're going to go from the forms library, and that's going to be our GAR forms. And then you're going to search for whatever form you want to create a template for. So I suggest creating a template for every form that you use fairly commonly. So I'm just going to say the listing agreement. And I'm going to select that here and then click Use. And what that's going to do, it's going to open up the document for me now. And then we're going to click up here on this little pencil and you can name it whatever you want. If you have an admin that's going to be filling out your forms and they're going to be working out of your Docusign, and say you've got a team and your admin is working on your team out of your Docusign, you can click this button and you can say Callie's listing agreement. And in a minute, I'm going to show you a way that you can actually copy the same template, but just change the information to say Michelle's listing agreement. So I already have one with this name, so I guess I need to change that. So let's just say Michelle's listing agreement. And we're going to click Save or the green check. And then we have our form here. So we're going to go ahead and fill out as much information as we possibly can. So information that doesn't often change. Obviously, we cannot put the property address because that's going to change every single time. But we can say, you know what, legal description, I always attach that. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that. Maybe you always put in the deed book and page. You can pick that, whatever works for your business. Section number 2, the listing, obviously the price, the commencement date, ending date, that you're not going to be able to put in right now. That's going to vary by each listing agreement. Marketing, we're going to say, okay, well, we are putting it in FMLS, Georgia MLS, and KWLS. Okay, and we're going to leave that there. Section number 3, marketing commencement date. Unfortunately, we can't go ahead and fill this out because that's going to vary every time. However, section 4 on commission, I'm always going to charge a 6% commission, and I'm always going to split that 3% with the buyer's side. Now, if you had some other commission adjustment that's always there, you can certainly fill that in. Protected period, whatever your protected period is, that's probably not going to change every contract. So go ahead and fill that in. Agency and brokerage. Here at our office, we are not allowed to practice dual agency or sub-agency, so I go ahead and mark those. Right here, seller does or does not consent to broker acting as dual agent. Well, we're not allowed to do that anyway, so I'm just going to say does not. Section 7, we're not going to fill out. Section 8, seller does allow me to negotiate on their behalf. And then the rest of this is all the legal jargon. And then we're going to skip down to right here. So if you always include these items right here, you can go ahead and check mark those. Same if you have any exhibits that you attach, you can do that here. If you have any special stipulations that are always in your listing agreement, go ahead and put them in. Same with a purchase and sale. If you have something in your purchase and sale agreement that is always there, go ahead and put it in. But the best part is that we can scroll down here and we can go ahead and enter all this information so that we don't have to do it. So I'm just going to work through this real quick. I'm not going to work on all this. It'll take me a little bit, and I don't think you want to watch me type all that, but you get the idea. You can fill all this in. Once you've put all your information in, you're going to hit save and close. And you have now created your first template. So I would just go back up here, create form template, pick another one, and do your purchase and sale agreement, do your loan exhibits, anything that you can think of that you often do, your buyer brokerage, that's another one. Go ahead and do that. So how this is going to work is when we go over to our rooms, and let's say we're going to go into this room right here. And I've got my documents here. I've got my listing agreement, which is the template we just completed. I am going to right click on that document and say apply form template. But before I do that, I want to show you something real quick. I'm just going to open this up. And you will see none of this is filled out. Legal description is gone. The marketing information is gone. I'm just going to scroll down to the bottom so you can see that this information is pre-populated from the details section of Command. So that does automatically populate, but as you can see, sometimes it's wrong. It doesn't put the Keller Williams in front of this. So that's another reason this template comes in handy. So I'm just going to exit out of this, and I'm going to go back to this document, and I'm going to right click and click apply form template. And it's going to say, okay, these are all the templates we have for the listing agreements. Which one do you want to do? This is the one we just set up. So I'm just going to pick that one and pick apply. And then I'm going to open this document back up and show you how it works. So here we go. You can see that I've already got legal description marked. I have the commission in here already done. The marketing you can see is done right here. All the agency stuff. So everything we populated on that template has now fed over to this document. So you only have to put in the information that changes all the time. So you can see here's all the information for the office that I put in. Now, when you do this for real, you're going to complete all of this information and it'll populate. So that kind of gives you a rundown on the template. I do want to let you know too that when you create a template, you can still change it. So I've applied the template. Well, let's say I don't have this warranty deed or legal description. So I'm just going to put the deed book and page. Well, I'm just going to change it. So it's fully editable even when you're in the room actually using it. So that is the gist of that. And again, you can create one of these for everything. So all you have to do is just right click and apply that template. So I'm going to take you back to these templates real quick. My Docs, form templates. It's going to show all of our templates, and you can see they've got them in alphabetical order. Here's the one we just created, and say, okay, I am going to copy this template because we're on a team, and I'm actually going to change this one and say, okay, this is going to be Michael's listing agreement. Okay, I'm just going to take out that copy, and it helps if I spell agreement right. We're going to check mark that, and then we're going to go down here to the agent information. And we're just going to put in Keller Williams Signature Partners, and then we would put in Michael's name instead of Michelle's, and it's going to populate, and then you just save and close. So if you have, and I'm just looking at this up here, I butchered Michael's name too, going too fast. So anyway, If you have an admin that's working out of just one Docusign account and wants to, just be quick at writing these listing agreements and getting them signed, that's one way she can do that. Now, each person has their individual Docusign, so you don't have like a team Docusign. It is only individual Docusign. But this might speed up some processes if you have an admin working out of one account and you just want to copy something. So if I did that, I would hit save and close. And then you will see, once this goes back, I've got Michael's and Michelle's. You can edit, and it's going to open that agreement up, and you can change anything that you need to change. You can delete, and I showed you how to copy. And that's really kind of the gist of templates. So like I said, go ahead and do this for every form that you use really often. Loan contingencies, buyer brokerage, listing agreement, purchase and sale. But if you get into this and have any questions, please, please, please just reach out to me. I am always here to help.